All right, I'm live. I don't know how to do this very well. God damn it. All right, I'm on my phone here, and I think that... Hold on. I'm getting this together here. Am I on the right shit? Am I fucking this up? Am I allowed to say fucking up? Okay. All right, so Britney Spears, who I'm gonna be honest with, in general, I could care less about the influence, the pop cultureness, the music of Britney Spears. Okay? All right, I will tell you a story that I would say probably whatever year she was with Justin Timberlake. You guys could look that up. I don't fact check. But whatever year she was with Justin Timberlake, I was at a concert. It was like a Def Jam concert. And Jay-Z, I believe LL Cool J, Slick Rick, a bunch of artists were performing at the House of Blues in Hollywood. And I wound up standing on the balcony of the House of Blues, and I was dancing. Everybody was like, oh, snap. You know, DMX performed. This one performed. That one performed. Everybody was performing. And I wound up standing right next to Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. Now, they weren't in their matching, infamous denim outfit, but they were there, and they were doing like choreographed dances. Like like everybody else was just rocking out, like, you know, Hove, and everybody was rocking to the music. They were like, you know, doing like, they had a whole NSYNC, no pun intended, NSYNC dance routine that they were doing. It was tight. I never saw Britney Spears again until after she was in all that craziness. I saw her once at a restaurant. It was early, somewhere in Hollywood. I saw her at a restaurant, and she was by herself, and she seemed really, really, really lonely and really sad. And I went over to her to try to like say something to her, and she didn't even look up. I didn't take it personal because I wanted to just give her some encouraging words. So that being said, I really don't like, it's not like I was like, hit me, baby, one more time. Like, you know, that's just not my thing. But this whole Free Britney thing, like everybody's been following, I watched it on the documentary, and I've been following it and reading everything about it. And I think it's ridiculous because she's in this conservatorship. Now, let's just say that Britney Spears, for all intents and purposes, let's just say for the sake of this YouTube live, that Britney Spears has issues, okay? She seems, I'm not assuming, but she seems to have some issues. She's had a rough life. She seems to have some issues. Let's just say for all intents and purposes that she has some issues. That doesn't mean that her father should be controlling every aspect of her life. The girl was in court this week pleading for her freedom. And based on the transcript, she don't sound crazy to me. Like, I walk the streets of New York City every single day. I'm sure there's people all over the world that walk the streets of your towns, your cities, your countries, and you see real live whack jobs, real nutcases. You probably have some of them in your family, okay? I know I do. I see them all the time. You see people throwing shit at each other. You see people running around butt-ass naked. These are kooks. You hear about all the craziness. These are real whack jobs. So if Britney Spears has some issues, I'm sure she could figure out a way to manage her life with those issues, because there's wackadoos on the street every single day that are not in a conservatorship. Again, let's just assume for the sake of this live that she might have some issues. But she went into court pleading. And I guarantee you, none of the 500 plus people that have been arrested and the thousands and thousands of people that showed up January 6th at the Capitol in Washington, D.C., I guarantee you none of those people are in conservatorships. And they're fucking batshit crazy. I guarantee you none of these kooky Q robots that thought and still think somehow, some way Donald Trump is going to be reinstated and think that, masks aren't good and, the election was completely rigged and it's all fake this and all. Rudy Giuliani, this guy's batshit crazy. He's not in a conservatorship. Britney Spears went into the court this week and she read to the judge. She spoke to the judge. I don't know if she was reading or speaking from her heart. Excuse me. She said, hold on. My desk looks weird. She said, a lot has happened to me since 2 years ago, the last time I was in court. I haven't been back to court in a long time because I do not think I was heard on any level when I came to court last time. Britney, we're listening to you. Fuck your father. Fuck Jamie Spears, your father. He needs to have some more kids and figure out another cash cow. She said she's been forced to perform and was given no privacy, was made to use birth control, take medication, attend therapy sessions against her will. She said lithium is a very, very strong medicine and completely different medication than what I've been on. You can go mentally impaired if you take too much, stay on it longer than 5 months. This doesn't sound like a crazy person. When she's speaking the way she's speaking in court this week, this doesn't sound like a crazy person. This sounds like a person who's sane, who's in a lot of pain, who's desperate for her freedom. By the way, lithium is commonly used to treat bipolar. Whether or not Britney Spears is bipolar, it does not mean anything. She should be able to medicate herself. She's a grown ass woman. She said, "My family didn't do a goddamn thing. Anything that happened to me had to be approved by her dad." Have a new kid, Jamie Spears, you whack job. If you haven't been able to figure out how to make a living on your own at this point, figure it out. Okay? Get on unemployment. Open a mom and pop business. She said, "I never had any say in my schedule. They always told me what to do in this." Yo, this doesn't sound like a crazy person. This week in court, she didn't sound crazy. She thought I thought I might become happy because I've been in denial. I might have been in shock. I am traumatized. Fake it till you make it. But now I am telling you the truth. Okay, I am not happy. I can't sleep. I am so angry. It's insane. I'm depressed. This doesn't sound like, I'm reading what she said. This doesn't sound like a crazy person. The last time I spoke to you, they made me feel like I was dead, like I didn't matter, like nothing had been done to me, like you thought I was lying. I want to be heard. I am telling you this again. I am telling you this again so that maybe you understand the depth and degree and the damage. I want and deserve changes going forward. This sounds like an articulate woman who is in pain. Those wackadoos that storm the Capitol, they don't speak like this. They're not under conservatorships. The woman that was on my street a few months ago in Los Angeles that threw human human feces at my neighbor, she should be in a conservatorship. Britney Spears sounds like she's on, she's very clear of where she's at. She says, "I was told now in the conservatorship, I am not able to get married or to have a baby." What country is Britney Spears living in? She said, "I have an IUD inside of myself right now so I don't get pregnant." For those of you people that don't know what an IUD is, okay? An IUD is a birth control mechanism. She said, "I wanted to take that IUD out so I could start trying to have another baby. But this so-called team won't let me go to the doctor and take it out because they don't want me to have any children, because they don't want me to have any children anymore. I truly believe this conservatorship is abusive." Again, this doesn't sound like a crazy person. You know who sounds crazy? You know who acted crazy? That fucking lunatic who stormed the Capitol, who calls himself the QAnon shaman with the Viking hat on. That sounds like a crazy person. Her life hasn't been easy. All right? Obviously, she was susceptible to mental breakdowns and all that stuff. I want to give her father an IUD. That's what I'm talking about. Jamie Spears. I want to give her father an IUD. We need to free Britney Spears. We need to free Britney Spears, all right? Because like I said, she composed herself. She articulated herself in court. She didn't sound crazy. Read the deposition. I just read it. You have a grown woman with an IUD in her body. She can't control whether or not she gets to take it out or not. Let this lady live. That was my rendition, my reading of the Britney Spears everything that went down with Britney Spears this week. Anyway, I see you from Norway. I hope everybody's good. Who's my man, Rami Winter? Anyway, I'm out. Is your brother Ian Rapaport? That ain't my brother. What up? Listen, Britney Spears hasn't been able to make any decisions for herself. Who hasn't had a mental breakdown? Who hasn't been at rock bottom? Who hasn't been all fucked up in the game at one point in their life? Free Britney Spears. Free Britney Spears. Take the fucking IUD out of your daughter's body. Let this girl live the rest of her life in peace and be happy. I'm out. Fuck.